Hi, my name is Kenny Granger, and welcome to Cash and Carry Pull Your Part in Savannah, Georgia. It's a family-run business. We've been in business since 1966 in Savannah, Georgia. We have a deep history here. Savannah is a great place.
Well, Savannah's a great town. I mean, there's a lot to do here, a lot to see. It's historic.
It's just a beautiful, historic city. It has a lot of history, and you can tell when you're downtown in any of those areas. You can tell that there's a lot that's happened here.
We presently have 18 employees at Cash and Carry. I will start with my dad, Ken Granger, who still owns Cash and Carry. I am actually the president of the company. Then we can go to my sister, Ansley. She is in accounting. This is Ansley Granger. This is my sister, my youngest sister, and she does all of our bookkeeping for us. Kind of keeps everybody level, and when we all get crazy. And my other sister, Letitia, she works on the front counter.
Hey, my name's Letitia Granger. I work on the counter at Cash and Carry. I am Kenny's sister.
And she's definitely a little more active and outgoing. I guess if we could have one wild card in the family, that would be her, in a good way though.
We don't get along all the time, we do. We do barely get along.
She heads up all of our sales and tries to get everyone motivated up here.
We have Simon, who does all of our crushing.
Arthur Moss.
How you doing?
Under the camera.
How you doing?
Right-hand man at the counter. Dad is Simon. He runs forklift. He does all the crushing.
The fun part.
And this is LaRon. LaRon works up on the front counter. He usually actually only works on the weekends, but I think he's gonna start getting some more days in here. This is Miss B. She does a lot for us here. She works up here a couple days a week.
We also have Johnson Taylor. He runs security for us, and he by far is the biggest character that we have around here.
So somebody relieved me of my key over that ring.
Well, I appreciate you.
And if I find out that about him, I'm gonna beat him about his head and shoulder.
Okay.
And I've told him, don't use my keys, but don't take it, because anytime I needs a key, that's the master set for everybody.
We have children and dogs around all the time. As a matter of fact, I used to have a dog that came to work with me every day. We've always had dogs in the office, dogs, kids. I have 2 children of my own, and they're always here.
We have different sections of our yard. Right here is going to be your trucks, SUVs, and vans. As you can see, that all of our vehicles are set on wheel stands so that people can get to the parts that they need to pull. The reason that we divide the yard up is just to make it easy access for our customers to find the vehicles. We also inventory all of our cars, and we have a computer system that will tell you what section that the car is in. People come in, they pay $1 to go in the yard. Before they come in the yard, they'll generally ask us if we have a certain vehicle, and we're able to look that up, and it's not the typical junkyards that you once saw. They're a lot more sophisticated. They're really it's a different experience than what it was when we first bought them, meaning there wasn't cars on wheel stands. You had grass growing up in the weeds. You had whether you had snakes running around, and it was just a different day. Now most of you pull-it yards are going to look something similar to this. This is the core warehouse, and Trey is separating all the cores that we took off of the cars that we crushed today. That right there is all the wiring harness, which has copper in it, all the loose copper, aluminum, starters, alternators, compressors, radiators, condensers, anything that has commodity value to it. We try to take off. The yard itself is, we have 12 acres. Our yard will hold up to 1,000 vehicles, and we generally keep the yard full. We buy between 100 and 120 a week, and we'll crush as many as we buy generally. Just about everybody who works here, I would say, is a fix-it person to some degree. That's kind of a requirement for working in salvage yards, to know parts. Just like most of our customers, a lot of our employees, they do work on their own cars, and they get a lot of parts from us. You'll find our customers may be the biggest characters we have. We're going to send a tape in and see if we can be on there.
Okay, okay.
Well,
we should.
Make it look, yeah, I think
We
so.
should be. I think we can make it. I know we're going to make it.
Our customers are like repeat customers. It's a lot of mechanics. It's a lot of people. And then it's just, you know, from people that are just fixing their own car, you know, fixing their own 98 Accord, to mechanics who are putting in, you know, 350 motor in a Corvette.
This is the final destination for the crush cars.
Each and every car has its own little story. You find pictures in the cars. You find all of their personal items are usually still left in the vehicle. So, I mean, it in itself tells a story about the person, you know. It's just interesting. As awful as it sounds too, I mean, you know, you think about what happened to, was it a family driving the car? Was it, you know what I mean, if it's wrecked or whatever. And especially if it's badly mangled, you know? I mean, it's like, what happened to these people? You know what I mean? Who were they? You know, each car to me is like personal.
We hope that you decide to join us in Savannah and come to Cash and Carry and film Junkyard Wars. We would love to have you, and we would definitely roll out some Southern hospitality.